Hi everybody, I'm here at my local grocery store, and isn't it cool how we have places where we can get things fairly easily? It's a nice privilege to get almost anything we want, and all we need is some money or to be really good at stealing, especially since existing in stuff could be way worse. Like, just imagine if right now something bad happened, and I mean something really bad were to happen, that would make living on Earth just a smidge more challenging. What would happen if an apocalypse started right now? You look out a window, you see people running from other people, there's a big traffic jam, and the biggest indicator of no good, a helicopter crashing nearby. I believe it was Charles Darwin who once said, "It would be pretty inconvenient if an apocalypse, specifically one revolving around the dead or a massive infection, were to start with gosh darn zombies, if you will." Again, it would be pretty inconvenient, yet it would be a little bit funny, but only the strongest of us would probably totally be okay, maybe. Oh no! Things want to make you undead until you're undeadified. You grab your things and skedaddle with your pals and enjoy the end of the world as a team. Or at least, that's what you hope happens. Like, if society collapsed and zombies attacked, we gotta ask ourselves how screwed we are. Where are we gonna be when that iconic helicopter crashes nearby? But what's even more important is the question, how fast are the zombies gonna be? Because of the number of apocalypse movies and games there are, we have a decent scale of how dunzo we are based off of the speed of the infected, along with factors such as if they can swim, if you get infected by the bite, or if you get infected if any infection juice gets into your eye holes or stuff. And, you know, just a bunch of gunk like that. But let's assume that in this scenario, we're around this range, the decent speed zombies. That way the military forces of the world might actually lose. That would be a little bit embarrassing if I'm being honest, but it would be kind of funny. But that's not stupidly unfair to the entire population. Even then, the very start might be the most dangerous part of society's collapse. And there's about a 50-50 chance that you're actually in your home when something like this happens beforehand. Like, imagine everything going bananas while you're at a football stadium, or at work, or a Bible camp. It's all based off of luck over skill at first. Let's skip a few months after day zero. Things are going good. You bulked up a little bit, got a decent base, got a good amount of pals with you, a healthy amount of supplies, and you're gonna eat a Twinkie and some goldfish crackers for dinner. Aw yeah. But just as you eat your first cracker, oh no! Your tooth hurts. You stumble back and gee willikers, you just got cut on an inconveniently placed rusty machete. Have fun with tinnitus. You fall over in disbelief. Oh my goodness gravy guacamole, you just broke your badly placed glasses into a gazillion pieces. What are you to do? But if anything gives you dental damage, requires a visit to the ER, or impairs your eyesight, your odds of survival shrivel up like a goddamn raisin. This is also why people like doctors and dentists are crucial in the end of a world scenario. Most medical and dental supplies, however, are going to run out. Along with that, I am so sorry for anyone who has braces when the apocalypse starts. It just seems like really inconvenient to deal with this during the hardest time of your life. Now imagine another scenario. It's a few months after day zero. Your pals have all died from basic infections, with curable and modern medicine no longer existing. Aw pants, that kinda sucks. As you remember all the grand times you had in that cool base that happened to burn down because of a plot point I'm too lazy to think of, a mosquito bites you. Rustle. Aye, a zombie bear. Because I forgot to mention that this is an apocalypse where all the animals can get infected, because that makes things way more interesting. A zombie bear with all of its pals attack you. Whoa, time for a cool fight scene. What a fight. You make it in your car just in the nick of time before the animals start zombieing on your stuff. Keys go in the key zone and... Whoa, bad news. Your car doesn't work. But why? Well, gasoline has a shelf life. Within a year, just about all kinds of gasoline will go bad through evaporation and other stuff like that. Badder news, you got bit. Well, technically. If all animals can get infected in this apocalypse, then you can easily die from zombie insects. Specifically, mosquitoes would be one of the biggest issues in any type of apocalypse. They just take blood from different people. An issue in our current world, as is. And it just gets worse with this new apocalypse, possibly, maybe, I think. But this is my apocalypse. I'm allowed to say what I want. So as you sit in your car, watching as you slowly get infected, the military, hooray! The military exists, remember that? Yeah, if I'm being honest, the military would most likely be responsible for both the start and the end of the infection, unless the zombies are like really fast, and I mean like really fast. I think that it's safe to assume that zombies are going to be taken down in a decently effective manner. In fact, I would argue that they would be a bigger danger in some cases just because they might accidentally mistake you for a zombie and, you know, cure you with the anti-zombie vaccine that may or may not exist. Again, this is my apocalypse. I don't care. Do what I want. Shut up, stupid. Okay? Yeah, this is my thing. Okay? So that's just some things that would happen in a world-ending scenario. Not too many challenges were faced. The biggest were the friends we made along the way, and also just relating to your body, because the human body is squishy and weak and needs a bunch of attention at all time. It's ridiculous. Like I got my wisdom teeth removed a few days ago. And I'm gonna move on. Of course, there are way more things that could easily kill you. I would absolutely like to talk about some more, but please, let me know what else you would like me to talk about in the future, both revolving and not revolving around dead things. Well, I think I've been looking at this grocery store produce for long enough. I think it's time for me to go. Thanks again for listening to my exotic rambles, and join me next time where I consider the possibility of talking about one of my favorite fruits. Grapes! Delicious and nutritious, grapes are one of the tastiest fruits. My personal favorite kind are the red grapes.